know I got problems, and I don't know where to go.
We're going to talk about the 4 stages of trading. Once you identify what stage you're in, trading becomes a lot easier. So let's look into it. The 4 stages of trading consist of the accumulation stage or phase, the markup/advancing phase, and sometimes people may interchange these words, but it's either the markup stage or the advancing stage. And then we have the distribution stage, and finally the markdown/declining stage. Okay, very simple, guys. Now this can change the way you trade, right? So this is how the huge banks, the hedge funds, those who actually move the markets, they actually look at it like this. This phase or these stages are always like this in every single chart that you look at. Now, sometimes these stages may not be exactly perfect as far as the perfect trend, but overall, every market has this. Let me show you what I mean, and I will break it down. So right here, we have a chart of Euro CAD. We're looking on the weekly. Now look on the left, the top left here. This right here is the distribution stage. Now the distribution stage always happens after an uptrend, okay? You will see your resistance here. You will see your support here, and notice you see price moving up and down throughout this area, okay? And now this is the distribution stage. The reason why price is moving up and down this area is because buyers and sellers are trying to figure out which way price is going to move. Now imagine price has been climbing all the way up and now it hits this distribution stage. What do you think is the logical way price is going to go? Okay, now I want you to think of it like this, and I always tell our students this in our academy. If you had a product, you were a CEO of a huge shoe company and you were looking to bring in buyers, okay? So you brought the price all the way down to a nice sale. It brought in a whole bunch of buyers, and now you are marking up the price, okay? You marked up the price because you brought in a whole bunch of buyers, and now you are capped out at your price. So you've been in an uptrend for so long, now the buyers are starting to leave because you marked up the price. What are you going to do? You are going to drop the price down. And that leads me to the markdown stage. Okay, so we're at the distribution stage, and then we go to the markdown stage. The markdown stage is when you're making lower highs and you're making lower lows. So you start having your downtrend. Okay, so it's important when you're trading to go to the higher time frame, like the daily, the weekly, or the monthly, and just to find out where you're at when you're trading, the distribution stage or the markdown stage. Now let's go ahead and look at the accumulation stage and the markup stage. So right after your downtrend, you come to an area where you see those red lines at. You are at the accumulation stage, okay? And once you're at the accumulation stage, that happens right after a downtrend, okay? So think about it. Buyers and sellers are trying to figure out what's going on, and they reach this area here called support and resistance. Now, remember in the beginning of the video, we talked about a range or consolidation. That's the exact same thing when price is moving up and down at resistance and at support. So think of it like this. You're looking to bring in buyers to your shoes, right? In order to bring in buyers, you have to drop the price. You're putting your shoes on sale to bring in more buyers. Once you put the shoes on sale, where is price going to go? The logical place that price is going to go is upward, right? That's the markup phase. So whenever you have something for cheap or for sale, you're attracting buyers. You want them to buy low. So now that they've bought low, you're attracting buyers, price begins to go upward. So just like this market, you're going to look at this like every other market, the grocery market, the shoe market, the clothing market, the real estate market. Whenever price is cheap, you bring in more buyers. Whenever it's too expensive, you have to bring down the price to bring in more buyers. This is it, guys. Everything that we've been learning from the beginning of this video to here all comes down to the 4 stages. So I want you guys to do a quick exercise after this video, or even now if you pause it. Find 3 pairs, and I want you to go to the higher time frame, the daily or the weekly, and find out which phase are you in. Are you in the middle of the up phase? Are you actually in the accumulation stage? Are you in the distribution stage or the markdown stage? Now you have an advantage knowing what stage you're in. If you're in the accumulation stage, you know price has nowhere else to go but up. So you have to distinguish how far price has been going down before you can actually buy. And we have strategies with that. And a part of that is the double bottom or the triple bottom that we talked about. When you see price going up, hitting a resistance, coming back down to support, that means that the buyers and sellers are trying to negotiate. In this example, where the accumulation stage, where the sellers became exhausted, they were pushing forcefully on the left side to that downtrend, and then they exhausted themselves out. Now they're negotiating with buyers, and then buyers take over. That's all these charts consist of. You have a downtrend, and then you have buyers and sellers negotiating, and then you have an uptrend, and then you have buyers and sellers negotiating. Then you have a downtrend, buyers and sellers negotiating, and then an uptrend, and that's all it does. Now, your uptrend, your accumulation stage, your distribution stage, and your markdown stage. They may not look as pretty as this, but overall, that's the gist of this particular market. All right, guys, so we just went over the 4 stages of trading. I'm telling you guys, when I realized this, it changed my trading to a whole nother level. I want to introduce a couple of my kids really quick. This is Blake and this is Brayden. We're in our playroom / study room. And so guys, I hope this video made sense to you. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already, add this to your YouTube playlist, and I will see you in the next video. God bless.